evening, everybody. Coming to you live outside Lewistown, Pennsylvania, Ohio for the night. We are starting our road trip to New Mexico. You may be asking, why are we going to New Mexico? Well, there is a solar eclipse next weekend on Saturday. I'll give you some updates.
Started out as a rainy day.
Yeah, now we got some sunshine. It was raining pretty hard this morning, so I was glad we packed a lot of it last night based on what the Weather Channel was saying. So look at that cloud. It looks interesting. The way it's got the sharp edge. Looks like teeth.
Here, we're on Route 22, US 22, going west.
Guess we didn't get an early start today. We were hoping to get through much more of Pennsylvania in the daylight, but sometimes things just work out that way.
It is, if we wanted to avoid driving in the rain, we did pretty good starting at the end of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it didn't rain very long until we were out of it.
I think it literally was starting to clear up when we were leaving home. Though it looks like it might be raining up ahead. It's kind of misty, hazy. So far we've gone 116 miles. We started around Hamburg, Pennsylvania. We're headed to Cadiz, Ohio for the night. You did the spreadsheet. Do you remember how many miles it was for today?
I think it's over 300. Taking the William Penn Highway across Pennsylvania.
Now I'm attempting to follow along on a paper map, which is fun.
It's better than driving with one.
Oh yeah, for sure. I like paper maps though. I mean, digital maps are nice, but sometimes it's nice just to have the paper maps to follow along. For me, it feels more like you make progress when you're looking at a paper map, because you can go like one finger here, one finger there, and be like, oh, we've gone this far, and it feels so far. Whereas on the phone, you don't get that same feeling. Like, we've gone this far, you know?
Right.
Because you're zoomed in and out.
You gotta fold the map to the next page. You feel like you're getting somewhere.
Yeah, I've had to do that, twice so far? Because it's always on the crease. Which is,
that's the downside of driving with the paper map.
Yeah.
You're always driving on the crease.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we had decided to leave today rather than yesterday because of the bees. For those that maybe knew, we found out we had honeybees in our porch roof, and we originally were hoping to get them out in September, but then Scott and I both got sick, so we had to postpone to early October. So that was this past Wednesday. So we had to prepare everything this week to, clean out the porch, build the beehives. We thought originally we had 2 colonies. Turns out it's only 1, and one very nasty yellow jacket colony, which we're just gonna let them die out since they're not really bothering us. But the effort wasn't a waste because we ended up having to double stack the beehives to put our bees up closer to their original entrance so that they're more likely to find their new home. Because on average, you only want to move your bees 2 to 3 feet a day so that they don't lose sight of where their home is. Because when they go out, they do orientation flights. They go up, down, left, right. They look around, and then they go kind of in a circle coming out to kind of get their bearings of where home is. And then you also have worker bees that go out front that release the pheromone that says, hey, home's here. It's kind of like a beacon smell for them that they can pick up on. It's really, really fascinating stuff. But the bee stuff took a little longer than we hoped because we had to do a lot of rearranging yesterday. We gave them back 10 frames of honey because we didn't want to overwhelm them when we first did it on Wednesday, because they have have to basically reseal the ends of the honey, because when we take it out of the roof, it gets a little bit damaged, so it takes a little bit of time.
It's because you got to cut it.
Yeah.
To get it out of there, so you end up cutting some of the cavities open.
Yeah, and unfortunately, with like putting them in the frames are only so big, so sometimes you have to cut the sides off of the comb, which then of course leaves open a gap that they have to basically seal over with their wax, which they make on their legs and such. So it's really fascinating. It's been an adventure. So far, it seems like everything's going well with the bees. I do have some videos on my up on Rumble as well. But right now, you can check out my YouTube channel, which is Gwenny7, GWYNNY7, and look for beekeeping adventures. And that's where I've got a few videos showing what it looked like before we took them out. And then later on, when I get a chance, I'll try to upload some more videos of us building the hive and, you know, updates on the bees, of course. We did get to try the honey for breakfast today. We had some oatmeal with it. It was really, really good. It was definitely a lot stronger than I expected and a lot sweeter. So I would say a little goes a long way. And I think you kind of agreed with me on that.
Yeah, I've noticed it. It's very sweet.
It's probably one of the reasons why it smells so aromatic. It's very strong. So our beekeeper thinks it's goldenrod honey right now, because he could smell it before we even, like from the outside, he could smell it. So I kind of know what it smells like now after, you know, putting combs together. It's like, yeah, that's definitely the honey smell. And it's all over your hands. You kind of learn what it smells like.
So it's 15 miles to Mount Union. Is that where we do a zigzag on the highway?
Let me check.
Route 22 follows the Juniata River upstream towards the Allegheny Mountains. It's the low elevation, the low grade way to get to across the Alleghenies.
Yeah, that's where we do the zigzag.
But the Juniata River zigzags through the Appalachian Mountains to get there. So we're on a southwest zig right now, running concurrently with Route 522.
About which hotspot to use in the car for streaming. Well, it's not T-Mobile, that's for sure, because our T-Mobile phone says AT&T on it.
Oh, does it really?
Yep. Oh, it just switched back, but for a while there it was saying AT&T. That's funny. So if you look at the paper map, we're south of State College right now, and just east of Altoona. They have solar panels back in there too. We did pass one solar farm. Do you remember what town that was?
It was right before Mifflin Town.
Oh, that's right, Mifflin Town. I'll have to look that one up to see if I can find any information about that. Scott and I are both involved with a local community group, Windsorburg's Concerned Citizens, and we're a solar farm out into that.
Yeah, now that we're driving, the things that we notice are solar farms and beehives.
Yeah.
You got your first bee sting the other day, right?
I did. When you were helping me hold the light so I could put the broken pieces of honeycomb into the frames for giving them back to the bees, I accidentally grabbed one by accident. It stung me on the finger, right through my dish gloves. But I got the stinger out, so it faded really fast. So I'm still here, so I'm not allergic. But I still don't, recommend getting stung.
I think Baytown's having their Halloween parade early, October 18th.
Oh wow, that is really early. Madawana to the left. I always have to laugh. It's got Nittany energy gas stations down here, yet we're not super close to State College.
We're not too far though.
Yeah, it's just kind of funny. How many bee stings did you get when you didn't wear your jacket the day we moved the bees? You got stung a few times.
I don't know, 3 or 4 times, I think.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you're a beekeeper, you learn to count.
Yeah.
Because there's a certain number you don't want to go beyond.
Nice part. Yeah, our beekeeper friend, I think he reached 40, and he says he doesn't like to get more than 50 in a day. So that's when he decided to put his full suit on. Because initially he just did his veil around his head. But when he started doing the bee vacuum, which is the special vacuum that you can vacuum up bees, which is really low suction, you can control the suction so you don't hurt them. And they go into a 5-gallon bucket. And when he started getting up to 40, he's like, okay, you're getting a little bit too aggressive. Because he was cutting their combs out of the ceiling, which of course right now honeybees are very protective of their honey because they're trying to prepare for winter, so they're very protective of them. So if you start touching it or messing with it, then they'll go after you. Because when he first opened it up and you told me to go look at it, I was like, are you serious? Go in there without my bee suit? Like, aren't they gonna sting me? But they were chill. They were just all over their combs. Like, yeah, a few landed on me, but they were just curious, checking me out. They didn't sting me or anything. It was only after the vacuuming started that they, and the cutting of the combs, that they got agitated. We used my brother's thermal imaging camera to confirm that, everybody was in the main box on Thursday night, because we had to put an extra box on top because there's so many bees in the vacuum that we had to put the extra box so they could work their way down into the hive. So we were able to confirm everybody had moved down, which was good. And then I was able to confirm last night that everybody was checking out the new honeycombs that we put in, which is their original comb. So hopefully they're doing a good job today on patching up some of those leaks. We did our best to have it drain over those 2.5 days, so that it wouldn't be all sticky.
So what do you think of this stretch of 22?
I like it. It's scenic. It's very scenic. I love the views of the mountains. The clouds are pretty too.
Yeah, we've only come a couple times this way. I remember the first time I think you came this way, it was in the dark. We were headed to east of Pittsburgh for the night. We had stopped at Lewistown, got something to eat.
Was that when we were going to Louisville, Kentucky?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the first day. We got a late start. And it was later in the year, too.
Was that the one that it was snowing?
Yeah, the next day.
Yeah.
Well, back home it snowed. We kind of outran it.
Yeah, because we had I think my brother said we had 8 inches at home or something.
Yeah.
And we were getting only kind of freezing rain and sleet in the morning.
And then we hit the tail end of it in Ohio later that next day. And it got a little dicey there for a few miles.
Yeah, I remember when we got up higher in the hills that some of the trees kind of looked like they were coated in ice. That they looked frosted.
We had not only a late start the first day, but we delayed on the second day because of the freezing rain.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we won't have a late start tomorrow. We definitely have to be out of the hotel by 11, so that will definitely get us out earlier than today, because today we left pretty much almost close to 3, which was way too late. We had wanted to leave at 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it was debatable how far we were going to get into daylight today because historically we never seem to get out on the first day on time.
Yeah.
But we've got to pace ourselves over the next 6 days to cover the distance.
It's a lot. Oh, American flags. That's the other thing we noticed too. It's participating in the convoys and such. I notice American flags a lot more in people's yards than I used to.
On average, we're gaining elevation as we approach the Alleghenies. The grades are much lower this way than taking the Lincoln Highway route back in the early days of travel.
Well, back in the early days, it would take days to travel anywhere, depending how far you were going. I remember I don't remember, was it a gentleman or a lady that came out to our. It was an all-day affair back in the day.
Yeah.
Was it mules that they used?
I think they had mules, yeah.
Yeah. And that's like nowadays.
Got to get everything all up, ready to go with the mules and the wagon, and then go and
do whatever you're doing, and then bring it all back. It's roughly 10 left. I don't know if it'll come up in the video, but it's up on the hill there.
It's only 54 degrees right now. Southern climate.
Yeah,
Although you were smart, you wore a long sleeve today.
Well, I swapped it out after I was in a tank top earlier, but when I was outside loading the car in the rain, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put a long sleeve on. Feels a bit raw out.
We're running an air conditioner in the house.
Well, I was trying to process peppers and green beans because our garden decided to give us a nice harvest right before we left. So of course I had to do that. So blanching the green beans and blanching the jalapenos put out a lot of heat and steam. Plus you were doing a lot of dishes, so all that adds up to heat. So. And humidity. Humidity makes it feel hotter. Plus running around loading the car, you get hotter. But I'm glad I did a lot of it last night when it was cooler. Be prepared to stop. Temporary signal. I do see it blinking. I wonder if it's just one of Pennsylvania's little bridges that's going to be taken out, that they're doing one lane crossing. It's a nice looking farm. Too much perfect grass, though. Makes you wonder if they use chemicals. Penn's Cave. We got to go there when I was in high school. It was really cool.
See it by boat.
Yep, literally. It was really neat. You went down all these steps and got into boats. And then came out into a lake on the other side. I guess they're not using it right now.
It looked like some kind of drainage it was crossing. It's one of the few sections of Route 22 in Pennsylvania that's 2 lanes. Except for segments of the old highway that you can still take. But here, I don't think there is an old highway. It's all the same. Yeah. Oh, there goes a remnant of it to the right.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you can catch a section that's actually an older highway.
I notice a lot of these farms, they have a lot of animals. They have chickens, goats, or sheep, cows, horses. There was that one farm that had the, I guess, what are they called? Bulls with the horns? The long horns on them.
Yeah, I guess that's what they are. I don't know the name. I've heard the phrase longhorn.
They look kind of like cows, but they got the really long horns, so maybe they're not called bulls. They come out sideways out of their head.
So are you excited or just tired at this point?
I think I'm excited, but I'm also kind of tired.
Yeah.
I mean, we both didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so.
Here's where the highway split. We're staying on 22 West. That way myself.
I guess in the back of my mind, because of not having done a 2-week trip before, I'm kind of like, did I forget something? You know,
Yeah,
like I'm just hoping I didn't forget something important, you know.
Well, there's still civilization, so depending on what it is.
Yeah, I mean, certain things, yeah, you can easily replace, but like if we forgot something for one of the telescopes, then
That could
we're
be a
done.
problem, yeah.
Unless there's a way to like, you know,
It's like, oh no, I forgot all the eyepieces.
no, we definitely should have those. Assuming, I'm pretty sure you put those in last night. So.
Yeah, I think so.
I'd be more worried about like not having like the power cords for it or something, so you can have the tracking. I mean, we do have to stop at some place along the way to get a poster board for the projection just in case, but that's not something we have to do today. Today we're going to a nice little family-owned hotel, which has great reviews in Cadiz, Ohio, so that'll be nice. It's nice and small, so hopefully not too many loud neighbors. Because that's one of the banes of going to hotels or motels is you get noisy neighbors and you gotta get up early and then you just don't sleep well.
So what's the name of the county we just came into? We just crossed a county line.
I'm trying to see if I can read it. That wasn't Mount Union back there, was it?
It might have been. It's where 522 splits off.
Where do they typically label the counties? On here.
Wherever there's room, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out.
That is a Huntington. I wasn't sure if it...
Oh, Huntington, yeah. Huntingdon.
Okay.
Yeah, Huntington. Yeah, you're right. It literally is wherever there's room. That's why it threw me off. So.
Our counties are adding up on the trip.
I believe, if I recall correctly, Pennsylvania has 67 different counties.
road got nicer.
Yeah, it's a lot smoother. It's wider too.
So now we're starting to head northwest on our zigzag.
It looks like Huntington is our next town.
Ah,
And then after that, it'll be... I'm not sure if it's Alexandria or Water Street, because they're kind of, the names are kind of right next to each other.
I know when we reach Water Street, there's another zigzag.
Yeah, it goes southwest.
We start going back southwest again.
Yep. And then the next big town after that would be Hollidaysburg. And then Duncansville.
Oh, we got a cake sniffer behind us.
Oh, cute. I forget which book that is a reference to. The word cake sniffer. We use it to describe someone who's tailgating you far too close. Other popular phrases include bumper humper.
There goes a section of Old Highway. He's going that way.
Oh, good. Goodbye.
It's out of the
The series of unfortunate
yeah,
events?
I was just trying to think of the first part of that.
I don't remember which book, though.
That was when they were in the austere academy.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't remember which book that is. I know there's multiples. I did bring 2 books to read. I brought my B book and one talking about the Marxification of Education by James Lindsay. And then, of course, my astronomy books. I kind of like to read to relax at the end of the day and fall asleep to reading a book. It's a nice way to unwind. I was impressed that we got everything to fit in the car, though, that we wanted.
Yeah, well, you get credit for that, figuring most of that out.
The key will be remembering how to put stuff back in with, each night, getting it to fit back.
I'm gonna have to ask you, like, where did that pack of batteries go?
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of stuff that just kind of got thrown in towards the end.
Wherever it could fit.
If we get a chance to do some reorganizing, but I don't know how much time we're gonna have.
Yeah. We'll see. A pro tip, though, if you're traveling and you can do it, bring your own pillow. You'll sleep so much better if you have your own pillow that you're used to sleeping with at home. I know some people are like, it's so much work to bring your pillow. But if you're in your car and you have the room, bring your head pillow. It's worth it. If you're a side sleeper and you like having a pillow for your legs, you can bring that too if you have the space. But the head pillow is a must. Because sometimes hotel pillows are all over the place in terms of thickness, hardness. They may not be what you like. I know we sleep a lot better when we bring our pillow.
7 miles to Huntington. Yeah, I was hoping we'd go up the Alleghenies and it would still be daylight, but it's probably going to be too dark. Oh, definitely it's going to be too dark.
Yeah. That's near Altoona, isn't it?
Not that far.
No? I guess I should have looked at the map key before folding the map to fit on my lap.
Once you do a zigzag at Water Street.
How far down is it?
Yeah, all the way down to the next turn. No, I guess you're right about that.
I thought
That's where the Alleghenies start then.
I have a friend that lives
For
out
some reason
near
I thought
Altoona.
Altoona was further out, but I guess I'm thinking more like Johnstown.
Or maybe you're thinking of the town that's north of
I don't know.
You might be thinking of... Are you thinking of Indiana?
Nah.
Because that's also further out. The only other one I think is Butler. Is it Butler? No. There's Cranberry. No, yeah, there's Butler. Butler is the other northern one. But yeah, Altoona is pretty close to Hollidaysburg. Yeah, I shouldn't have opened up the map. It makes me realize we have a long way to go.
Uh-oh. I see a lot of map.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, Pittsburgh is so far
You want to
away.
point to where we are?
We are right here in Huntington.
Well,
We gotta
I
go
see a
up.
lot of map on the other side, to the east of where you're pointing. So we've covered.
That's true.
We've covered a lot so far.
Let's see, how many edges have we gone? We've gone. Sorry for the map noise.
Yeah.
It's,
Would have been good to have started an hour, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours earlier.
yeah. Something like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We finished just over 4 sections of map so far, and we're at how many miles?
Getting hard to tell. 140.
140. So that's roughly, doing the math here, 35 miles a section of map. So that means we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 times 35, 140 plus a little bit extra. Maybe, if I had to guess, 160 miles left in PA. Just guesstimating.
Oh, I don't. I'm not paying close enough attention. But if the road has markers, it'll tell you. We'll have to look for a mile marker.
Yeah, that's my rough guess.
That should tell us how far to Ohio.
So we have a few co-pilots for our trip. We have Mr. Tiger, because we're big fans of Princeton Tigers. And then we have my Freedom Bear, which is my USA crocheted bear that my friend made me. And then I also have my Hope Bear, which is my Canadian bear that my friend made me. So they're going on the adventure with us. Hope to get some photos of them at some cool sights along the way. And of course there's Jub Jub. He's always watching the tailgaters.
There's a railroad on our left, following the river with us.
Oh yeah. I wonder what Rhino Liner is.
You saw a sign?
Yeah, it was at the truck dealership back there. It says, need Rhino Liner? Call today. I'm just curious what Rhino Liner is. I'm guessing it's something to line the bed of a truck, but I'm just curious what that is.
nice.
with the clouds. I guess reach over that. So it's not too bad weather. Got some nice views of the mountains.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Aldeisberg is 28, it says.
Yep. That's near the Allegheny front. We'll take the old highway over the Alleghenies. To Water Street. Gas is almost $4 a gallon here.
Ouch. That'll be interesting seeing what gas prices are as we go along our trip in the different states to see what the pricing is. Oh, there's an Ollie's here. An Ollie's Bargain Outlets. Where you never know what you'll find. Sometimes you find really good deals though.
West.
West is best. Hey, it's one of these bridges that still has the old concrete decorative nature to it. Compared to some of the newer stuff, which is plain ugly. Look at the clouds, they look kind of cool. Wispy. It's really flat.
Yeah, they've been looking neat all afternoon.
It's Cherry Springs where the clouds were like all over the place. The shapes, the sizes, the fluffiness, dimensions.
It didn't take long to drive out of the rain and then started seeing some blue sky.
We had the sun in our eyes a lot, which made it kind of hard to stream, which was one of the reasons I didn't start sooner. It was really, really glary. Unfortunately. I don't have sunglasses for my phone. We did see one horse and buggy though today, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, Saying next 6 miles, you could see more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on a stretch of old 22 near Thompsontown. I always saw that horse and buggy.
Oh, there's a lawnmower in front of us. I don't know why people think that sounds cool.
It's a guy thing.
It smells horrible. I know you guys can't smell it on the stream, but it smells bad. It smells like he's burning up his car.
It is a pretty good hill.
Yeah. Going up, 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 up. Trucks follow 22 to Williamsburg.
So clearly we don't follow the Juniata River exactly. There wouldn't be any hills like this.
No. Kind of reminds me of the one section of road that we took. I think it was in Connecticut when we were going to one of the field hockey games, where it just goes up, 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 up.
I'm trying to think where that is. You're
It's the one
describing.
that I think it's outside Hartford, where they have the police traps for going down the hill. So you climb up, 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 and then you go down, down, down. And they set up police traps to catch people because they lower the speed ridiculously going down it. At least I thought it was in Connecticut. We've had a lot on our minds the last few days.
I just can't think of any so-called speed trap in Connecticut that I remember driving
Well,
through.
they were basically just big hills, and they were hiding in the grass,
Yeah, maybe.
in
Yeah,
the woods. It was all wooded, so they were hiding.
Yeah, I
and
know
they
there
would
are some hills.
There were some really, really steep hills, and then you go down, and you coast with gravity, and then it's like 45 miles an hour out of the blue, and then we saw people get eaten by the police. So that's why I call it
Lincoln
speed trap.
Caverns.
Oh, yeah.
It's right here.
That's so cool. One of these times we're gonna visit. I know I say that every time we go by it. I don't think.
I don't know if I've ever been there.
I don't think I have either. Or if I was, I don't remember.
I don't think you were. And I don't think I was. Indian Echo Cavern is one out this way somewhere that I remember being at. It was actually there was one room in there that looks like there's stars shining in the ceiling because apparently it's radioactive minerals.
Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, I know in Penn's Cave when we went, they lit up some of the stalactites, stalagmites so that you could see them better. Because they went in pretty far. Because you couldn't get out of the boat to look at them. So it was all from the water that you had to look at them. It's been so long that I don't remember how. I know there's steps, but that's pretty much all I remember.
some of that extra elevation. This is a longer route across Pennsylvania because it follows the river. You don't have too many hills like that. Most of it's fairly flat. And then you get
billboard. Diseases are no joke. It's not something you want to deal with. Yeah, I don't think so.
It's at Alexandria, 3 miles, I think, to the right.
Okay.
We're not too far from Water Street now.
Are you getting excited for the solar eclipse?
It's hard to believe it's here already. I know we started looking at this a few years ago
We started looking at it.
and kind of put it on the shelf.
Yeah, like, oh, that's so down the road, and then it's like, boom. Okay, time to start planning.
As the year progressed, it became more attention. It's like, the eclipse is coming. The eclipse is coming.
Yeah.
What am I doing to get ready? Nothing. I need to get ready.
Well, we were really busy this year with, getting involved locally and helping out with the school board candidate campaign and local politics, trying to fight the solar farm on farmland. Not against solar, there's just better places to build it rather than productive farmland. There's a whole bunch of abandoned minefields in Schuylkill County and other places. There's brownfields. Or they could put it on top of warehouses, new warehouses. They can make the roofs stronger and put them on warehouses. Hilly farmland that's being grown for crops does not seem like the ideal spot.
Look at this bridge.
Yeah, they put an extra concrete on it. It's interesting. They hid the prettiness of it.
I'm guessing it's deteriorated.
I'm guessing. Said, watch out for falling rocks. There's one there in the shoulder.
Yeah, that'll ruin your night. Getting one of those rocks.
Yeah. That's a lot worse than driving over a black walnut. It's black walnut season where we live right now. They're all dropping from the trees. Even the pears are dropping from the trees too. If I would have had more time, I would have tried to harvest some of them. Going up again.
We just zigged again. Turning southwest again. Now we're between the ridges of the Appalachians. wonder how windy it'll be when we get up on the Allegheny Plateau.
Yeah, it's 54 degrees out right now. It's blowing pretty good. Maybe I should have packed hats.
I know. The thought crossed my mind that we might be underdressed.
Oh boy. Well, at least we have a jacket.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have blankets.
Oh, we got a jacket. We're good.
Well, you have a sweatshirt too somewhere.
Yeah.
I didn't pack a sweatshirt. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, we went from a 4-lane highway there back down to 2 lanes here. Another stretch of 2-lane Route 22.
It's nice they did it for the hill though, so you could have the passing for those that want to go faster.
Yeah.
Plus the trucks would be slower going up it.
Not too many trucks today. I don't think this is a popular truck route.
I was thinking more of like farming trucks. You know, like milk trucks, stuff like that.
Yeah. There's a little bit of sunset.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get it to focus.
That blurry pink in the distance.
Yeah, I don't know why the camera's being grumpy. Try this again. It's focusing on the clouds, but not the paper. It looks kind of mysterious on the iPhone screen compared to what it looks like to us.
I know, it looks a lot darker.
It looks spooky.
I think it's because the screen might be turned down. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of like our friend said when we were photographing the sunset after a field hockey game. He said, it's like, taking a photo of a sunset never does it justice because it never looks the way you see it with your eyes. A lot of the times. It's like your phone. Like it doesn't just get the colors right.
Oh, look at the red cat eyes on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
The first time I saw this was in New Mexico years ago. Blair County, 1 by 1.
Making progress. Slow but steady. We did have a dinner stop, so that did take some time too.
I think that was worth it though.
Yeah, because we didn't really eat much today.
It's been all packing all the time. Or beekeeping.
We're processing the garden.
I mean, we had to do 2 different things with the bees yesterday.
Yeah.
2 times with the bee suit.
We managed to not get stung outside of our bee suits, which was good. So I know they definitely were trying to sting me though when we were putting the honey on because they could smell the honey on my gloves. Oh, that looks random animal. First I thought it was a rock. I'm like, that's a weird looking rock. Well, I'm really happy with how the bee transition went, considering everything. How much stress they've been under with having their whole house moved. I feel like they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I hope they do well. We gave them as much honey as we could.
Yeah, literally. We
pretty much gave everything back. Except for...
a few broken pieces that were like literally not going to stay in the frames.
I mean, there was some wasted. And then, you know, we really couldn't save it because it was contaminated.
Yeah. I mean, the beekeeper had pulled off 2 combs for us to eat, but we just didn't have the time to process it. So I was like, let's just see if we can fit it in the frames fit on the frames. You might be wondering, like, what do you mean by fitting it into frames? Well, for us, since the combs were in our roof, what we had to do is cut the combs off the roof, and then you use large rubber bands to basically frame the honeycomb inside the frames, and then you put it into the hive box. So it took a lot of rubber banding to do a lot of the honey pieces I had to do yesterday or the other day because of being smaller chunks. So it gets to a point where it's too small that a rubber band ain't gonna cut it, so you just don't put those in.
I saw a sign there for Canoe Creek State Park.
Oh, cool.
We stopped there on the way to Michigan on our last trip this way. It was still daylight then.
I don't know if that one's on here or not. Let's see.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay. We're not too far from Hollidaysburg, about maybe 6 miles,
Yeah,
roughly.
in the Alleghenies.
Yeah.
And then you really are in western Pennsylvania. So with counting states, do we count Pennsylvania now as one, or when we come back to it?
I would count it as one because we're pretty much driving all the way across it. You know?
Some open road. Almost.
Traffic is probably a little better tonight than last night. Being a Saturday instead of a Friday.
Well, the one plus is we're not driving in the rain, so I guess you could look at it as we waited until the rain was stopped. It wasn't quite stopped, but it was stopping. So we haven't had to drive in the rain much. Where, had we left on time, probably would have had a few hours in the rain.
Probably.
So there's actually parts of Pennsylvania where the roads are good.
Well, I would hope so, since we're always under construction. Somewhere. I always jokingly say you should put at every entrance to Pennsylvania under construction until the next state border. So it just feels like so many places have construction going on. In some places the roads are horrible. Like when we came back from Ithaca, New York, and then I forget what was that northern county that we drove through.
Susquehanna.
It was horrific.
Yeah, that was
The roads
bad.
were bad. Meant to do a lot of evasive driving because of the craters in the road.
this.
Yeah, it's not as bad as the last one. You can like go probably. This one's not as bad. Yeah, I remember it from last time. Because So I think we shortly stopped afterwards, and we're like, and I was like burning tires.
Oh, is that when we went to the state park?
Yeah. And you're like, I guess it was from all the braking.
Our plan is to stay on 22 all the way across the state. Well, I won't be taking any old route meanderings at this point.
No.
Except for this stretch that we've got. And once we get up on the plateau. I think from Ebensburg west, we'll probably be on the main highway.
What do you mean by main highway?
22 proper.
Highway.
Well, there are some stretches where I think it does. I think there's one stretch there, and there's also an interstate number on it.
Yeah, I can't recall off the top of my head. It's down to 53 degrees. Well, at least the good news is our hotel in front of our door, stuff in your room.
And then through the lobby and up the steps.
Yeah. Those are the worst. Especially if they have an elevator that turns out to be broken.
We've had a few that were like that. They weren't too bad. But tonight it'll be nice to just be able to.
Yeah. Stay level. Wow, you're gonna pass in a no passing zone. Okay.
I'm going too slow.
Apparently he wants to get to Pittsburgh faster.
Well, he knows the road better, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it might be a commuter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did say there was deer.
He did. Guess he wanted to wreck our trip. Don't know why you'd want to wreck your car in the process of doing that, but I guess that's the mindset. Guess teaching me a lesson.
People are in so much a hurry. It's crazy.
Well, I just can't see damaging your car to make a point like that.
Turn your headlights off. I think you'd still be able to see with this guy's headlights behind us.
Yeah, I can. I'd try it. I'd try it now, but I can't turn them off.
Don't know why he doesn't pass.
He had a chance there.
Yeah, I know.
The other guy set a good example. But maybe if he gets a little closer to me, he can help push me up the hill.
Maybe I'll have to take my word back about Saturday night be better than Friday night.
What I need is a big magnet on the back, and then he has to use a magnet that will repel, and then he just help push me.
There you go. You think the one in the trunk will work?
Need a lot of those, I guess.
Yeah. That one's really strong, though. You managed to find the beehive when I accidentally flipped them all into the grass. Oops.
Yeah, it's good to have a strong magnet to pull nails out of the grass.
Especially when your car is going to drive right over that area. Luckily, most of them fell into the other, like the lid, the wooden lid, because it was propped up to just right. But I still had to fish out 4 or 5 out of the grass. It's a good thing I counted them, so I knew how many were missing.
%. I notice the further upstream we're getting, the harder it is to follow the creek. More ups and downs we're getting.
So is this Hollidaysburg that we're entering?
I didn't see a sign. Did you?
No.
I'm guessing it is.
Greentown Company Fire Company. Is that on your map?
Oh.
Like I said, it's really close to Hollidaysburg.
Nick's grab and go.
Yeah, I think there's a railroad on your left. I know it's hard to see now that it's getting dark, but
Yeah, now that definitely followed the creek, the river. Town, I think you can see it on the map too.
yeah, I can't really read the map. Though with this guy blinding me, I think I'd be able to read it.
Yeah, you just hold it up, you should be able to see really good. There you go. Maybe he can read the map.
That's just his vision. I can't hear him saying the town I'm pointing at. He's failed. It's like getting your eye test. It's like, read the letters and numbers from left to right. Now read them backwards. Looks like the next town after this will be... The next major town will be Cresson.
Press on. Oh, Hollidaysburg. There's the sign.
Oh, nice. I thought I saw it earlier and it left, but then it changed direction. Either that or it just looked that way.
Yeah.
Early birds now open at 7 a.m. That is early. I am not an early bird.
Sometimes you've stayed up that late.
Yeah. That's a night owl staying up later than a night owl should.
I've heard our owl outside.
I heard him last night when I was in the garden harvesting the peppers.
Hooting in the distance.
Yeah. He's getting them too. And hopefully the hawks are doing their job during the day. Cargo shift.
Yeah.
It's just silverware in a bag. Pretty sure.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. I have them inside like plastic bowls. And it just managed to fall over and turn upside down. That's why gallon storage bags are a must-have thing. You can fit so many things in a gallon storage bag.
It's a lot easier to pack stuff like that here and there when you don't have a lot of space.
Yeah. And it works good. For example, like packing shampoo or conditioner, you don't want it to like leak in your luggage. You can, obviously screw the caps on tight and then put it in a bag just in case. Or small items like a bag of twist ties, like bigger zip ties. So is this guy still high beaming us, or is his normal headlights just this bad?
I think his normal headlights are this bad because they're high.
Okay.
He's claiming to be turning, but he's pulled up so tight that I can't even see his blinker.
Oh, it's so small underneath the blinding one that it's so hard to see it. That's why. And it's such a weird intersection how you have to go through both lights at the same time. It's starting to rain again. No, we did say those clouds look kind of dark, so I guess we're getting. Stays that way. Not too heavy, hopefully. All right, I should mark that down on our log, time log.
What's that?
Hollidaysburg at 7:36.
The signage for Route 22 is a little sparse through here. Makes me wonder if I'm still on it.
Aw, it's an adventure, Dad. I think we are. Oh, there's a big flag there on the right for the auto dealer.
Yeah, unless this is old 22. And that guy turned to stay on 22.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out soon. There's some signs up here. There's 22 west, straight ahead.
Yeah, so we are still on it.
Bedford, 30-something.
Evansburg, about 19 miles. It's not too bad.
Let's see where that is on the map. Evansburg. we can find a place to get out and take a break for a few minutes.
It's been a pretty long stretch.
Yeah. Probably be close to 3 hours by then, so definitely need to stretch. Don't want to get no leg cramps. That would not be fun.
We should be up around 200 miles at that point. So is this all Hollidaysburg, or is there another town involved? Duncanonsville?
Well, Cross Keys nearby. I can't say I've seen any signs.
Oh, there goes 22 to the right.
Okay.
So this is now old 22. And the Allegheny Mountains are next.
6 to 10 trail to the left. $3.89 for gas.
Cheap.
Cheaper than that other place that was close to $4.
Yeah, really.
Steve-O's Pizza. There's a little hotel inn, budget inn.
Should have stayed here. Had we known, right?
Well, I don't have a crystal ball. I figured we wouldn't leave at 10:30. I guess to be the time, but I think we leave as late as we did.
No, I was hoping we'd have more daytime driving. But it doesn't seem to work out for us. But the moon's not going to wait. It's been telling me now, the last few nights, hey, you might want to think about getting started on that trip.
Yeah.
I'm heading towards new moon. Well, around mid-morning today was 7-day mark. 7 days to go.
To the annular solar eclipse.
I've only ever seen one other that I can remember.
What do they call the center path? It's not really path of totality, is it? Because it's not a total.
The path
so-
of annularity.
Okay, that's what they call it. Path of annularity.
I think so.
I wasn't sure the lingo.
Because on either side of that, it's a partial eclipse.
Yeah.
The sun might be a small crescent, but it's still a crescent.
Well, I guess assuming things go well and I have time, I'm going to try to set up my camera so I can record some of the projection method telescope, so that way we have a bit of a video record of it. That'd be cool. But that's, assuming we can get both scopes set up in a good location and all the logistics.
Well, I guess the worst case scenario is there's always eclipse classes, right?
Yeah.
can't look at it directly, so you need some kind of filtering.
Yeah, never ever look at the sun directly in your telescope, or even without a telescope. Not good for your eyes.
Yeah, you only get one chance to go blind. Optics in the sun, they don't mix very well with your eyes. Gotta be real careful.
Yep, safety's top priority when you're doing solar observing.
So we're going up gradually right now. We'll be going up a lot more steeply soon. Not too far from the Horseshoe Curve, the famous rail
line?
Yeah. Rail transportation, the Alleghenies, the elevation change.
Yeah, it's tough on a train because they got all that weight with what they're pulling.
Yeah, you can only go up so much at a time.
This is a cool stone bridge that we just went under.
I think that was a rail line. Yeah, I like going this way. See, the other highway isn't even with us now. It's following a different path.
I mean the direction.
Yeah, the other direction.
Yeah. It's split off. It's kind of interesting how it does that. Wow, it's 48 degrees up here.
Yeah.
Wow, why did I not think to bring a hat?
16 degrees above freezing.
Yeah. Well, hopefully my cantaloupe ripens before the frost comes.
There's a remnant of the old Portage Rail line that actually sits between the highways. Up here a little further.
Yeah, that was really cool that we got out and stopped at that on the way back on our one trip.
It'll be a shadow in the dark tonight.
There's a trail.
Is it here? Yeah, I think it's right here on the left.
Yeah.
It's a historic site.
I did bring my gimbal with me. So if we do get
I guess they split the road in part to protect the site.
Makes sense. Because otherwise we would have gone right through it. There's the red Cadiz on the other side of the road.
Yeah, if you're driving in a lane and seeing them, you've got a problem.
Yeah.
You're going the wrong way.
I see some stars, so there are some clear patches of sky.
Well, my ears are popping.
Yeah, mine are too.
Cambria County.
In a new county we are.
Almost up to the plateau.
46 degrees and falling. Visitor Center, next right. Follow US 22 east.
Yeah, I think we go under the new highway.
I think you're right.
There we go.
Allegheny Mountains, elevation.
So that's almost 2,000 feet above where we started today.
It's a lot of elevation. 11% grade.
Looks like we go over the new highway.
Yeah, looks that one. Welcome to Crescent. Down to 45 degrees. It's blowing pretty good. The flags are blowing pretty good in the dark. The porches. I'm wondering if this is what's breaking the warm spell that we had the last few days. This front.
Yeah, maybe.
Because we had a few very, very warm days for October.
I know.
It felt more like September weather. means for McDonald's.
Didn't know they had such a thing.
Me neither. I had a 20 chicken nugget deal with a basket of fries for $8. I didn't know they made cool basket. I mean, I know what a basket of fries, like I've seen them drop baskets of fries, you know. But
I doubt it's that big.
Yeah, it's got like the call boxes and stuff like Princeton has in the parking lots. But I haven't seen any signs, which is kind of weird. Ball Buster Sports Bar. Well, that place is popping. Now we're back in the spooky woods.
2-lane Old 22.
Road's not so good though. More bumps.
Lumber. That's the second one I've seen out this way.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
Oh, have you?
There was one on the left earlier today.
Yeah, I think I saw that one.
But yeah, this might be the second or the third, I'm not sure. Definitely at least two.
Okay.
And then the next one is Evansburg.
Is it?
Yeah, after Munster. Take a break at Evansburg, probably end the stream there. Stretch your legs for a bit, and then make the rest of the way to Ohio, and then go live sometime tomorrow. That's a dead skunk. Don't want to hit that.
Yeah, we'll have a long ride tomorrow. And every day, for the most part.
Yeah. Tomorrow it's Ohio and part of Kentucky. We're going to stay in Kentucky. And then we got to figure out where we're going to stay the following night. Most likely in Kentucky as well. Because Kentucky is a pretty wide state when you're looking at it from east to west direction. So that was downtown Munster that we just drove through.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a tiny little town.
Are you sure?
Yep. I had my phone up and that's what it said.
I've seen it on the map. I didn't realize it was so small.
No, it might have been bigger if you had gone left or right at the intersection. This direction is not that big. There's a Sheetz in Evansburg. I was thinking we could stop at.
Sounds good. A good break and maybe with one more break.
See how There's only if you absolutely must kind of shoulder.
Yeah.
Because it goes off pretty quick.
This used to be the main highway.
We're going up again.
Nature is taking it over.
Yeah. That brought back memories of when we were doing a deep dive into Chernobyl, the nuclear power reactor plant, and the surrounding town, Pripyat, and how they do tours and stuff where people can see like the old buildings where people used to live, and how nature's basically reclaiming the area. You know, trees growing, plants growing where there used to be concrete or macadam. Just kind of reminded me of that.
Well, it's not growing on the road yet, so that's good.
Yeah. Speed is electrically enforced. That's what the sign said.
I saw.
It's crazy. I know you've seen the ones where they say like aircraft enforced. It's like don't air.
Helicopters. Traffic laws, isn't it?
Yeah, it just seems ludicrous.
You can see why they bypassed this road. There's a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, for sure.
They probably leveled a lot of that out by the rerouting.
Are we going under it? I think we might be going under. Or at least paralleling it.
Yeah, we might be paralleling it.
'Cause I saw a truck.
I think the next time we cross it, we actually get on it.
Oh yeah, we're right next to it. We actually don't get on it up here though.
No, a little ways to go.
It's either under or over, I'm not sure. Because we're about 2 miles from the sheets.
No, so we are not far from now. Well, you have to tell me which way you need to go. Because this may actually go right into town.
It says it just stays straight. And then 1.7 miles, it's on the left.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense, I guess.
It does look like it curves a little bit. We have at least 2 traffic lights we have to go through. Alright, so here we're going to be going over 22, the main road now. Cambria County. Straight ahead.
Hard to see with those headlights.
Yeah, they're very glary. That's another reason why a brake would be nice. Give your eyes a break from the lights.
Not too much of that on the old highway.
No. But these blue ones are just awful. And some of the newer cars, they just auto go high beam, low beam on you. You don't even have to touch them, they just do it. My friend's car from 2018 has that feature, and it's takes a while for it to register there's another car coming, so I can't help but wonder sometimes when it feels like the other driver's slow to turn their high beams down, that it's the car doing it and not the driver. Because I noticed that with my friend. Alright, well, we're going to sign off here in Ebensburg, Pennsylvania. We're going to take a break and then make our way over to Cadiz, Ohio, and then we'll catch up with you guys sometime tomorrow. We'll cover some of Ohio and hopefully part of Kentucky in the daylight. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the stream. I know most of it was in the dark, unfortunately, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. Thanks for running with us, and we'll catch you next time. Have a good night, everybody.